Hey guys, today I'm doing a review on the Mw2 controller for the ps3 by Mad2. As you can see, when I first opened it, it looks really nice. Like I got the Digi camo, and it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. Like they designed it pretty well, and the feeling of it, it feels really good. Like PS3 controllers are kind of like a little rough to hold. They're not too bad. They're more like this than like this. This is a little, I don't know. It holds your finger a little more. Like you can't run your finger over it as well. And this is just really smooth. I mean, this whole controller is really. These little grips on the sides are perfect for like people who play with like sweaty hands. It'll make sure like if you go like that, it won't really slip out of your hand. So those are kind of nice, and they're like gun, like little gun rubber, like on the side of the handle. So it's pretty cool. Probably my favorite things are the combat buttons, which you can set the combat 2 to R3 to knife, circle to reload, and triangle to switch weapons. And then the number 1 you can switch to L3 to run, X to jump, and circle to crouch or throw. I have it set to circle and triangle because triangle's kind of a hard reach, and so is circle. I mean, I can do it, but it's nicer, and sometimes these buttons don't work perfectly, and they're kind of important, so I just use these instead. Another thing I don't really like is the start and select button spots. I mean, like, I can see kind of why the select is up here, because people look at their stats a lot during the game, but it's still not really that good. Like, I'd rather have the start up here, because I use start way more than select. I don't see why I couldn't just put them right side by side like on the PS3, and then move this up to where it actually should be, which is where the select button is. So another thing is these parts of the D-pad work pretty well, but the right trigger on it, the right button, does not work. It barely works. Like, you have to hit it really hard, or like 20 times, just for it to move once. So this is pretty cool too. Like, I guess, yeah, I mean, that's not one of the main reasons I bought the controller, but I thought it'd be pretty cool. So, like, you can turn it on with the lights being off too. So here's on, LED, and off. Just see. LED on, off, right there. So it says Modern Warfare 2 here. Another thing that I don't really like about it is it's not Bluetooth, actually, which is quite surprising. But, you know, I don't know why I was surprised. It is Mad2. But you have to either plug this in or this in for it to work. As you can see, I've never opened this because there's not really a point for them giving it to me. I already have like 5 of them. I don't think people will buy this controller for their first. I don't know if they will or not for their first one, but I don't recommend it for your first controller. It's a good controller in some ways. Like, the combat buttons are cool, but I don't know. It's just, you should always have a Sony controller that works well. Like, I mean, all Sony controllers work well. If you're gonna buy a Sony one, I recommend a DualShock 3 because of the vibrating things, and they're only $5 more. So they're pretty nice. I don't know. Sometimes these buttons don't read as well. None of the buttons read as well as the PS3 ones, except for start, select, home, R3, L3, and the triggers. And the combat buttons read pretty well too. So really the only buttons that don't read very well are the D-pad and these. But, you know, it's Mad Catz. You buy it, you gotta expect a problem. A little bit. Every controller by Mad Catz has a little bit of a problem, so... sorry about the noise, by the way. I got surround sound, and my friend's playing Modern Warfare 2 right now, so... But, yeah. I guess this controller is pretty nice. If you're a pretty hardcore gamer, the triggers are awesome. But you can also buy triggers for the ps3 controllers by Sony, which you've probably already seen in my other video. If you haven't, definitely check that out. So, please rate and subscribe. See you guys.